The African Summit on Fertilizer and Soil Health, bringing together ministers, high-ranking government officials, and stakeholders in the agriculture sector from various countries across the continent, has commenced Nairobi.
We have witnessed in our country that fertilizer alone cannot sustain increased agricultural productivity and production.
We need to overcome the challenges that are limiting fertilizer uptake and which are common among our countries. This could include cost of the fertilizer, especially on account of importation from far-off sources, resulting in too high transport costs that translate into high fertilizer prices.
The main task at hand is to ensure that Africa achieves food security.
Fertilizer consumption in Africa has only risen from 8 kg per hectare to below 25 kg per hectare since 2006, far below from the 50 kg per hectare. That is why we are here today, to really reshape our 10 years action plan.
Observations have been made that maize yields have stagnated despite increased fertilizer use. This has resulted in input bundling, emphasis on balanced nutrition, and soil sampling and testing.
Challenges facing the continent in feeding itself include climate change, poor soil health, lack of education and good agricultural practices, poor land use, among other issues.
We need to use agriculture technologies which are well adapted to climate change, because climate change is a big factor which affects Africa more than any other continent. And bringing in all these technologies which can help our African farmers adapt to climate change is a key issue here.
We also want to increase the biodiversity because most of the African agriculture has become monoculture. You just grow one crop per time, but we are increasing that biodiversity by promoting multiple cropping systems.
It is expected that by the end of the three-day conference, there will be a joint declaration on the appropriate ways to improve agriculture and soil quality in Africa, among other issues hindering food production.
The current soil fertility replenishment strategy is based on the integrated soil fertility management practices which advocate for the use of both organic and inorganic fertilizers for balanced nutrient fertilization.
Dan Kaburu, K24, Nairobi.